Welcome back, explorers. We're actually going to travel to a new continent today called South America. What's it called? Right, South America. So go ahead and take a look at these slides while I read. It says, altogether, there are 12 countries on the continent of South America. And here's the continent of South America. And some of the countries are actually labeled here, but not all of them. Okay? It says, let's explore some of them. The largest country in South America is Brazil, and Brazil is located all around here. It's a big part of South America. The name Brazil comes from a tree called Brazil wood, and that is right here. The most popular sport in Brazil is soccer, also known as football. The children play it every chance they get, so look at them down here. But where are they playing soccer? Do you see this up here? That's right, it's the ocean. They're playing on the beach. How fun would it be to play soccer on the beach? Okay, watch this slide while I read to you. It says, the largest rainforest in the world is in South America. It is called the Amazon rainforest. What's it called? Right, the Amazon rainforest. In size, the Amazon rainforest would cover much of the United States. Most of the rainforest is in the country of Brazil that we just looked at the previous slide. The Amazon rainforest is home to thousands of people and animals. The second largest river in the world is the Amazon River, and that part of it's shown right here, which flows through the center of the rainforest. So this is all part of the rainforest. And here's the Amazon River, twisting and turning and winding, if you remember that vocabulary word, winding through the Amazon rainforest. Now, let me explain what a rainforest is. It's a forest found in warmer places that gets a lot of rain. That makes sense, right? Rainforests typically have very tall, leafy trees that form a canopy or roof overhead. Now, here's an interesting fact. Rainforests cover only a very small part of Earth's land surface, but many of the world's plants and animals live in a rainforest. Also, water collects in the leaves of the trees in the rainforest, and when the wind blows, even on a bright sunny day, the water is blown off the leaves and it's like a downpour. That's pretty cool. The Yanomami live in the Amazon rainforest, far away from towns and cities. So here they are, right here in this picture. They have lived there for thousands of years. They get many things they need from the forest, including food and medicine. What do you think these kids are doing? What do you think this is? If you said a bow and an arrow, good job. So what do you think they do with the bow and arrow? Those are usually used for hunting. So they might be hunting for the food. Remember it said that they get their food from the forest? So yeah, they're probably hunting maybe for their lunch or their dinner. All right, take a look down here. It says the beautiful quetzal, which is a colorful bird, also lives in the Amazon rainforest. Quetzals use their strong beaks to carve out nests in rotting trees. They have beautiful red and green feathers. Let me explain what carve means. Carve means to cut out very carefully. Birds carve with their beaks. People carve things with a knife. High up in the Andes Mountains of southern Peru and South America, there is an ancient city. This city, seen here, was built by the Inca, who lived there a long time ago. The city sits on a mountaintop. It was built out of very carefully cut blocks of stone that fit together perfectly. So here's a picture of the ancient city. It's pretty cool, right? The name of the ancient city in Peru is called Machu Picchu. Can you say that? Machu Picchu. Nice job. Now let me show you where Peru is located on the continent of South America. So here's our continent of South America. And look, Peru is right here. See the borders? Here's the border of Peru. So this whole area is Peru. And then do you see all these little dark flecks? That's showing the Andes Mountain. So look at it. It's a really long mountain range. Llamas, which is the animal pictured right here, are very good at climbing and walking long distances. They are used by the people who live in the Andes Mountains of South America to carry heavy loads. People have to watch out, though. When llamas get mad, they spit. Let me tell you a little bit more about llamas. Llamas are animals that are similar to camels, but are smaller and have longer hair, and they don't have a hump. Llamas are used as pack animals, or animals that carry things for people. So what kind of animals are they? Right, they're pack animals. The wool or fur of llamas can also be used to make clothing, such as sweaters. Some llamas can be trained and kept as pets. Could you imagine having a llama in your house as a pet? That would be silly. All right, so remember how earlier I said that the wool or fur of llamas can be used to make clothing? Well, when I say llama wool, I'm talking about the hair from the llamas. So all this that they grow as hair, that's shaved off, and then it's turned into wool, and people make that into their clothing. In the city of Medellin, in the South American country of Colombia, the Flowers Festival takes place each year in August. What month is it now? It is August, so this flower festival could be taking place now or very, very soon. The flower growers come to the city and carry their flower arrangements through the streets. Then there's a competition to judge the best flower arrangement. So let me show you where Colombia is on the map. And I'll show you where they have this flower festival. So Colombia, if you look here, here's the border of Colombia. So Colombia is all in this area. That's where the flower festival takes place. Now, let me explain what a festival is again. It's a type of public celebration. Festivals are often include parades, parties, food, and music. So they have festivals just like we do. And then we talked about flower arrangements, how they carry their flower arrangements through the streets. Flower arrangements are flowers that are grouped or put together in a certain way. So you'll see a flower arrangement maybe in a vase in your house. That's a flower arrangement. Okay, remind me again, what festival happens every year in August in the city of Medellin in the country of Colombia? Right, it's the Flowers Festival. Good job. So I would like you to pull out this sheet from your paperwork that was sent home, and it's called Color the Continents. We're going to color the 2 continents that we've talked about and learned about so far. So the first one we talked about was North America. Point to your worksheet where you see North America. Hopefully you said right here. All right, we're going to take a minute, and as best we can, we're going to try to stay in the lines, no scribble scrabbles. We're going to color that continent purple. So I want you to get out a purple crayon and just start coloring in purple for North America. So you don't have to fill it in totally, completely, but try to stay in the lines just so that looks neat and it doesn't turn into a mess. It's going to be kind of hard to color these little islands up here, but just maybe put a little bit of purple here and there where you think it should go, and that'll be good. All right, so what continent is this again? Yeah, North America. Good job. So this whole thing is North America. All right, if you want to pause it here while you're coloring your continent of North America, feel free. I'm going to keep coloring. It's all this part down here. Dun, 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 dun. All this part down here. It's part of Mexico. This is down here. This is Mexico leading into Central America. Very good. So up here this was Alaska. I'm sorry, this is Alaska. And then up here is what country? Canada. Good. In the middle is our country. What's that called? The United States of America. Good. And then down here at the bottom, what country is that? Mexico, and then Central America. Good job. All right, so there's my continent of North America. I keep wanting to say North Carolina. Our continent of North America. What's it called? Yes, North America. Okay, now I want you to point to the other continent we've learned about this week. It's called South America. Point to it on your map. Hopefully you said this guy right here. This is South America, which makes sense, right? This is North America. then this is South America. Okay, so we're going to color that with our red crayon. So I'm going to color all this. Remember up here was Colombia. And again, I'm going to try to stay in the lines. Doesn't have to be perfectly colored, but just try not to go out of the lines. Over here was Peru. And then in this area was the largest country of South America. Do you remember what that's called? Yes, Brazil. Remember, it's named after what tree? What was the tree called? The Brazil wood. Very nice. All right, so I'm coloring, getting all the way down to the point. Okay, there is my continent of South America. So I have North America. What's this continent called? North America. And this is South America. What's this continent called? South America. Good. Okay, next time we're going to be traveling over here to our next continent. Stay tuned. Now, before we move on to the next continent, we're actually going to move these stickers over to our passport book. So find page 3 in your passport book. It says South America, which is the country we just visited. So we're going to move these 3 stickers over to, you can glue them on your passport because we just visited those areas, right? Do you remember what this river is called? The Amazon River, yes. And what was this ancient city in Peru called? It's a tough one. Machu Picchu. And then remember, in South America, there are a lot of this animal. What's this animal called? They use their wool for clothing. It's the llama. Good. All right, so those are 3 places that we visited on our continent of South America. So glue those on your passport. Great job today.